Today I'll be discussing the concept of neurodiversity and why it is important. First, let's start off with a discussion of what is neurodiversity. Neurodiversity is the notion that there are variations and differences in the human brain. The concept places an emphasis on the view that the human mind differs from one another and there is no one normal or healthy brain. It also promotes the view that neurological conditions are a result of variations in human genes, and those differences should be recognized and accepted. There are some other terms and definitions we need to consider when discussing the concept of neurodiversity. First, let's start off with neurodivergent. This is a term used to describe an individual who has an atypical neurological condition. For example, this may be an individual who has a developmental disorder such as ADHD or autism. Additionally, it refers to someone who may have variations in their brain functioning as opposed to the typical cognitive variation. Opposite to neurodivergent, the term neurotypical is used to describe an individual whose brain develops typically without any variations in the human brain. Furthermore, neurotypical represents an individual displaying typical intellectual and cognitive development. Neurodiverse refers to a group of people with one or more members with neurologically atypical brain functions. The term is not used to describe one person or individual, but rather a group of people. For example, a group with some members that are neurotypical, but also others that are neurodivergent. The term neurodiversity was quickly embraced by autism activists, which in return created the Neurodiversity Movement. This movement is a social justice movement that seeks equality, respect, and civil rights for individuals with neurological conditions. Although the movement is different from the term neurodiversity, it follows a similar concept as the Neurodiversity Movement is dedicated to challenging the stigmas associated with neurological differences. So why is neurodiversity so important? The concept of neurodiversity challenges the assumption of being neurotypical. Furthermore, it promotes the idea of equality and it encourages society to reject the idea that individuals should be seen as different. It also challenges the idea that there is an us and there is a them by focusing on the fact that there is no one typical brain or behavior to follow. All in all, the notion of neurodiversity is allowing society to become one step closer to resolving a prominent issue within the mental health industry. Thank you for listening, and for more information, visit yourlearner.com.